Hello dear subscribers, please welcome back to my YouTube channel Radar English. Dear subscribers, in this video we are going to discuss about 5 Sutra to learn English very effectively. What is this all about 5 Sutra? Yes, exactly 5 basic elements what you need to know in the language of the English. Not only English but also any other languages. If you want to be good at any language, these 5 Sutra you should know. The 5 basic elements you should know. You have seen the people struggling for learning English. Even though they have been studying English since 5th standard, they have not become fluent in the language of the English. But 5 sutra that you need to practice. You might have seen many YouTube videos, you might have listened to many lecturings, but even though you have not become good at English, do you know why? Because only we have been listening. But we are not going to do any PhD over how to learn English and all. We need not all of them. Only the thing is you need to practice. Practice and practice. Okay, what are the 5 elements that you should know to be fluent in English? The first thing is tenses. You should have to understand tenses. What is tense? What are the types of tenses are there? And how the sentences are going to be framed in all those sentences. Present tense, past tense and future tense. Of course, the subcategory of these 3 tenses also you should know. Otherwise, it is highly impossible. The first sutra. And second sutra is that active voice and passive voice. What is active voice and what is passive voice? If the sentence has been framed in active voice, how it is going to be framed in passive voice? That you should know. That is also very important. And third is reported speech. What is reported speech? Reported speech here, direct speech and then indirect speech, that you should have to learn. So before going to learn direct and indirect speech, you should be good at tenses and active voice and passive voice. If you are good at active voice and passive voice and at tenses, then it will be easy for you to frame the sentences, or else it will be easy for you to convert the sentences that are framed in direct tense, direct speech into indirect speech. That is the third thing. And the fourth thing that's very important, modal verbs. So modal verbs also you should have to learn. What is all about these modal verbs? These are the verbs which will make your language more beautiful. So similarly, so what you need to do here, can, shall, will, could, have, these are, we call them as modal verbs. Have the good knowledge of these modal verbs. These modal verbs will help you to make your language more beautiful. And last but not least, that is the phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs, they are also very important. Whenever you are going to read the newspapers, here and there you may find some phrasal verbs. Only because of the phrasal verbs, most of the candidates or most of the people are not going to understand what exactly the concept is. That is the reason why these 5 basic elements you should have to read. So this is what I am going to tell you, what I am going to suggest in this video. And it is not going to take end here. In the next video, I am going to give a few more tips. Thank you. Have a nice day. Please work on these basic elements.